video, but what I'm in the process of doing is doing a stand-up radiator relocation. I got the radiator from On 3 and I just started my basic cuts. I took measurements for the radiator. I'm not sure if I'm going to go under the lip or I'm going to cut the whole lip out. I'm going to cut the underside out first. I did this with the Dremel because it's a more of a precision cut, and then I'm going to take the big grinder with the cutter on it and chop everything out from underneath. But it should turn out pretty good. I'll take some other pictures and some additional videos. Here's the next step. I end up cutting all of this out here underneath. Grinded out the spot weld, then the skin came off. Then the next step will be to actually go and cut the underneath section, the clearance, this part that goes all the way around. And I think I'm going to use a Dremel with cutting wheel because I can get it in there, and then that should pretty much clearance this stuff out. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this top lip or not. I'll see if I can keep it. If not, then I will cut it off. I'm just about done with this. I had some major issues with getting the radiator cap to sit lower. It was sitting way too high. It was hitting the hood. So what I ended up doing is I ended up cutting the core support down at the bottom and dropping it. Just all I did was just cut it on the sides, on both sides, and then along the back, that second lip. And then hammered it down and allowed it to drop down about 1.5 inches. And then I just picked up some 90 aluminum that you can get from Home Depot, like this, and ended up just cutting it to length at the bottom, and that allowed it to stand off enough this way to where I could get it vertically, and then allowed it to drop down enough to where I'm clearancing the hood now. I mean, they say it's a kit. This is an On 3 radiator. You get 0 instructions. I just tried to look online, and a lot of that stuff really wasn't. Some of it was beneficial, some of it wasn't. Nobody said anything about the clearance of the hood and some other issues, but it did come with this plate, which is just a big rectangular plate. Didn't really, like I said, doesn't come with instructions or any idea of what purpose this would be for, whether you put it on the bottom or you put it on the top. I used it on the top and just cut it to shape, cleaned it up. I still need to clean up the edges. I literally just got it in and made sure everything clears with the hood closed, but it doesn't look too bad. I mean, the aluminum is not in the best shape already. I already got a bunch of scratches on it, but I guess worst case scenario, I can always end up pulling it off, painting it. But looks pretty good now. So now I'll just be reassembling this bad boy. Alright, so here's the finished product. It's mounted, and you can see how much space that frees up there. I mean, it's massive, at least another foot. I got some small thin fans coming in. You can go with the derail or whatever else you want, as long as the flow's good. I'm going to wire up my fans how they work stock, so they each come on. This radiator is quite a bit thicker, so cooling, I imagine, will be more efficient. The problem is these inlets and outlets over there are bigger diameter, so now I have to figure out how I'm going to get those hoses to fit on there, which sucks. More money, more money. I probably already got about, besides buying the radiator for $270 bucks, another $80 just in cutting materials and miscellaneous stuff, hardware, and probably another 30 or so is going to go into getting these hoses to come together right. So